So with NA coming back soon, someday, one day, 2 days, 3 days from now, I'm just finally gonna put together this tier list I've been working on. Since every time I go to like the NA chat, you guys are always arguing over some stupid stuff. So here's something you can really argue over: tier list, where the characters are, where they belong, and overall the balance in the game. So I'm gonna go through every character. I know we got like 180 of them, so it might take a while, and talk about them as a character and how I feel they place in the game at the moment. So let's start at the bottom. Oh, let's start at the top. As you see, this guy at the top. Yeah, the most broken dude in the game. He definitely needs a nerf. He's the only one in S tier. I put in S tier. But anyway, let's start at the bottom actually. So these two grayed out sad little boys down here are people who need reworks. This are reworked. Yeah, they've just been like the same playstyle. They're not that great. They're very hit or miss, very situational characters. Dieter is probably slightly better than Hadan because he has more use. He has all invisible skills, so it's like really, well, kind of invisible skills, but it's really hard to read him sometimes. But Haydn, he's so linear. He has to do skill 1 to skill 2, skill 3 to actually get his combos off. He's very repetitive and boring and just overall bad character. So anyway, so this is not really based on powers, like based on usability and who could use buffs. So the C is the people that definitely need buffs or tweaks. B, they could use some tweaks, but they're pretty good alone as they are at the moment. B plus, the same thing. They're slightly better than the B characters, more easier to put into combos and whatnot. The A tier is just people who probably could use some nerfs. Definitely don't need buffs or anything. These people are the mainly use characters in like the wars, often banned as well. These characters up here, they have like 1 or 2 overpowered skills that just really need to be addressed, that have never been addressed, or I don't know, just stuff like that. They don't need any buffs. So these two tiers, A and B plus, they really don't need any buffs. B could use some tweaks or whatnot, but C definitely needs buffs or slight reworks. No, I'll call them tweaks, not tweaks. I mean, not reworks. These people need reworks at the bottom. But anyway, let's get into it. It might take a long time to get through all these characters, but I'm gonna try. I might just do it in sections. Okay, they whack. These people just whack. Okay, I did like a 30-minute breakdown of each character, what's wrong with them and everything, but no, I'm not gonna bore you guys to death with that. I might put that up later. But, I'm just gonna play some music and point out all the whack stuff that these characters have. Why does Shikamaru have a stun that powers up his other stun? Why does Sonata have a secondary effect that she can never get to? Why does this target a random enemy? How come you stole the greatest treasure in the leaf and still suck with it? Why does Danzo have 3 skills that suck? This combo rarely goes off because people can just go invo because it's not mental or ranged in most cases. Both of these moves suck because one has an effect that will clearly never go off, and the other one is just a bad skill. His whole kit is based around increasing this damage when it targets a random enemy. She can't use this move on herself. Both of these moves suck. She has 3 stun skills and still sucks. One of these guys suck. Why is Lee better than Guy? Why would you want to bring back your dead allies with your half dead ass HP to recover their fully dead ass at half your dead ass HP? Wait, stop the music. We gotta take time out of this video because someone took time out of their life to make this character. Let's talk about this for a second. So the pain arc went through. The animation is kind of janky, but Naruto came through, smacked all 6 paths of the pain, did his thing, saved the village, became a hero. His greatest moment in his life. So I decided to make this character at the round table. They're like, so after the NA staff overviewed the arc and saw that they had a chance to create one of the best characters in the game, one of the strongest versions of Naruto, they got together and started brainstorming. The first guy was like, you know Naruto? Uh, yeah, the game's named after him. Then there was a long pause, and people wondered how he got on the staff, but they just skipped it and go to the next guy. He was like, you know, I really love Naruto and everything, but I really respect the grind of Sakura. And they was like, say no more. Lo and behold, we get this character with a Sakura level stun and a heal worse than Sakura. I can't believe they did this. But this is 2020. I'm here to decode this. Just enhance the magnification, remove the filters. You actually see this is just another version of Sakura. Ha ha ha. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Try to get in the game 3 times. No, 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 Sakura, you can't fool me. This is the old cosplay no jutsu. This forbidden technique. How could she do this to us? Sage Naruto is not in the game. He never was in the game. Alright, so the B-boys and the B-girls in this group. Okay, so the B people right here in this group, they're pretty good. They're decent. They got some stuff. They might have like one skill or one little effect that's kind of whack or whatever, but they really don't need it. They probably could use a tweak or something, but you know, they're good as is. These B plus, okay, they're a little above these characters. They got more to offer, bigger damage, bigger threats right here, more used characters as well. And these are the people that you really don't need to buff. If you buff these people, I'm out the damn game. Okay, there's no reason to logically buff any of these characters. They're some of the strongest and most commonly faced people, big threats right here. Okay, leave these people alone. These people, maybe you can work on them, but they're good. Yeah, that's it for these group. Small little knit. I think most of the game should follow this sort of balance where they're in this area. They're not like too strong or they're not too crazy. I mean, some of these probably could be assumed as too crazy. Like Tamari, she has 35 AoE damage, kind of crazy. Kiba has some of the best damage reduction in the game. I don't know why they give this guy so much damage reduction in any form that he has. He has so much damage potential and damage reduction. And who else in this game? Okay, this guy. Oh, he's pretty big threat. He's a random user as well, but he's not too bad, I guess. I mean, yeah, he is a pretty big freaking threat. Everyone else is like pretty okay, decent, not bad. Don't buff these people. Yeah, please don't buff these people. Okay, forget about all the other motherfuckers in the game. These motherfuckers right here, top tier, smack you in the face. Try hardest, the biggest try hard elitist in the game will be running these characters, talking about they're good. They're bragging about how high their ratio is, 80, 95% ratios, but they only use these characters in this freaking tier. People have 3-turn stuns, instant kills, permanent stun, so much stupid stuff. It's ridiculous. And they'll always claim that Kimimaro is not broken, even though he is one of the best characters in the game. You can't reflect him, you can't counter him. And they say that he kills himself, but he really doesn't. He does like 5 damage to himself, 10 damage to himself, but he already does like fucking 90 AoE damage with a skill that has no prep and it's low cost. Oh god, people in this game, I can't even take it. Anyway, we got freaking Kushina, fucking a 4 stun. She has 2 stuns. One of them ignores invo and removes all type of effects, so there's no hiding from it. Mifune, random user, has easy access to big damage, piercing damage, instant kill ability. Sakura S, healing spam left and right, low cost. This guy can ignore, he can stun affliction skills. Even if he gets stunned, the effect still applies, so he really shuts down affliction skills. Ignore skills. Zabu's always being stupid as heck with his mist that ignores invo, increases cost, and makes his damage piercing, and increases his damage. Ridiculous. Sakan does a 40 damage skill that only costs 1 specific and 1 random that he can spam. Like what the hell? And they got Shifune, freaking Shizune, healing everybody. 35 for 2 random every turn. Big damage, stuns, counters, ignore damage. Third Hokage, affliction damage, big dig damage. Team Invo, instant kill. He can mark somebody from death. Ino has a 4-turn stun for some reason. The girl who lost to Sakura in the anime has a 4-turn stun. Ridiculous. And then she can still stun other people, spam her other stuns, so she can stun 2 people at the same time. Freaking ridiculous. Kidomaru, he has a 5-turn AoE damage skill that does 10 damage to each enemy, gives him 10 damage reduction, and increases the cooldown by 1 turn. Freaking ridiculous. I don't know who made this character. This like the most broken in the game. Kankuro, just overall, he's a random user first of all, so that makes him even worse. A bit bigger of a threat than he normally is. He has a counter, increased damage with the counter, team anti-affliction. Then he can spam damage reduction for the next turn. It's ridiculous. Itachi, okay, normally he's like I'll put him at maybe B. B tier character, but when you activates the Sharingan, freaking easy A tier, big dick affliction damage, freaking 3 turn stuns, all while he's invul, hiding in safety. Okay, body double S Kasame, one of the best Kasames in the game, has AoE, team cooldown increase. Like I've had like 6 and 7 turn cooldowns from this guy. Like that really changes the game. Like you already have to tiptoe around him around the cooldown when he has the skill up, and then it improves his skill so he can like spam sharks at you and shit and put you in water gel for like 3 turns. It's freaking turn. It's ridiculous. And then Jiraiya, oh my god, the one of the stupidest characters in the game. Yeah, I cried when he died and everything, but then he has too much power. First of all, he has affliction damage, and it's AoE affliction damage. Then he has a skill that triggers with anything. If you place a counter on the enemy, oops, nope, they're going invul. For what reason? It only costs 1 random, and it lasts for 2 turns. So it's ridiculous. And then he has his summoning does even more affliction damage, which is 35 to all of them. And then it increases the affliction damage that they take by 5. It just really, I don't know why this character is like even, why is it so powerful? It's ridiculous. You got Naruto, not even normal Naruto. Let's start with normal Naruto. Normal Naruto is so good, he's actually in my tier list twice by accident. But he's definitely A tier, one of the best characters in the game. I don't know if you know this, but the game is actually named after him. But yeah, he has a 40. His prep gives him 15 damage reduction for 1 random for 4 turns. Then he gets a 45 stun. That's a full stun. That only has 1 turn cooldown. One of the best stuns in the game, even though it does take a prep. But prep costs a random, so it's like you're always guaranteed that it has 45 damage. And then he increases his other damage by 10, so he can like spam kick you to death, or he can just hit you with a Rasengan, then kick you, and then hit you with another one, and then you're on your way out the door. So much damage. And then Yubi Naruto has the same thing. You know, he has a full stun, 35 damage though. Then he has AoE, which increases damage even more. This guy's a big threat. Then he has a 5-turn heal. Like no one else has that, a 5-turn heal. What is up with both of these characters having like 5-turn, 4-turn skills? It's ridiculous. A 4-turn stun and then like 5-turn skills. Oh, and then you got Sai. Oh my god, one of the most insta-banned characters in the war meta. He's anti-counter, anti-drain, anti-removal. Freaking, he has huge damage, so AoE teams can just like kiss their ass goodbye after this guy comes through. He has a stun that ignores invul, and then he has damage reduction, or damage destructible defense on his attack. So after he gets like, attacked twice, he'll do like 50 damage and then have 20 damage reduction. Destructible defense is crazy. This guy Sasuke S Curse Seal, Sasuke Curse Seal. I don't even know his damn name. But he has spike damage that lowers damage for 20 for 2 turns. Like what? Who the hell needs that much damage reduction right there? Like what? And it's only cost 2 blues, so it's like crazy. And then he has a skill that locks you out from all allies and is a stun. So you can't do anything and no one can help you. You're just sitting there waiting to die. So basically he's marking the character for death. Then he has a skill that makes him invul and then lowers all his cost. I mean, it does do 20 affliction to him, but damn, that's still too powerful. You got Yamoto, the prince of ignoring skills. Like this guy was like nobody back in the day. Nobody really used him. But now since everyone found out that he can ignore his skills and all effects and everything, they just spam that first skill. And his counter is good too. Because most counters, they just, you try to bait it out. You're like, okay, I'm good. I baited the counter out, and I can kill him. But no, because he still gives him 20 destructible defense after he counters the skill. So he can really help someone from dying. He's very defensive, and he has a stun that ignores invul, or it can give you 40 destructible defense to an ally. So it's 2 turns, stun, or it can give you your ally 40 defense. So he's very defensive and offensive. A very big threat in the game. You really want to take him out or try to do something with him, but once he marks you with the skill, you're pretty much dead. So Minato, low cost, he has a skill that ignores invul and it gains chakra, and when he attacks, his attack ignores invul and then he goes invul as well. So like damn, you really don't want to face this guy in a 1v1, because I've lost multiple times to this guy. It's like he keeps getting genjutsu when you're in 1v1. He just turns on the genjutsu RNG generator, he just goes to town on you. Hayashi, another strong character. He has unavoidable, I think it's unavoidable, random chakra removal. So he has one skill that it hits one ally. Then the next turn, it has another target, but it's invisible to you. So you don't know until after you already get hit by it. So it's like, what the hell? How can you avoid this guy? Then he has a reflect as well that reflects the skill of an ally or enemy or whatever. And then he has a team AoE that makes him invulnerable as well. So this guy's a really big threat. Every time you see Hayashi, I'm like, man, it's not going to be a good time. Daosu, I don't know why Daosu gets so much power. He's friggin', he beat Choji in the anime, and that's it. That's all he did with his life. Then he died. But anyway, he has a easy prep skill. I've never seen anybody use sound manipulation in this whole entire career of playing this game. They just spam his other skill. It does 40 damage after the prep for one taijutsu, which is some of the highest damage in the game for that cost. So yeah, I really hate when you see this guy. You're pretty much someone's dying on turn two. Like he's usually paired with like Sasuke or any other spiker, but like he ridiculous. So many nightmares because of this guy. You got Kakashi. Oh my god, when you get hit with this reflect, it really hurts your soul. Like I want to end my whole career. At one time, I got reflected because he reflects all skills. He has one of the best reflects in the game. It only costs one blood, and it reflects all non-unique skills. Like damn, at least what like 80% of the skills are not unique. So he's reflecting everything, and it's not just one skill. He reflects for the whole turn. So it's like nothing you use on him is gonna work. So like so many nightmares of him. And then we get no Kakashi S, another great character. He has a stun. His stun works kind of weird because it only stuns them if it damages them. So they have like destructible defense, or if they have like unpierceable, high amount of unpierceable damage reduction. It doesn't really do anything, but it does have his team skill that doesn't work on himself, which is kind of weird. But he's still like S tier character. I mean A tier character because he does have piercing damage that ignores interval, and it increases their cost in the cooldowns by one turn. And it's only one turn cooldown, so that's pretty good. You can also use it on an ally, but I've never seen anyone use that skill on an ally to make him invul for one turn. But anyway, he's still up there. S, maybe it's closer to B plus, but you know he's freaking Kakashi. I think all the Kakashis are pretty good in this game. But yeah, you see people using these characters, and they say they want a friendly PB. The motherfuckers is not your friend. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much done with the tier list. Just a few more clicks. Add this over here. Carry the one. Alright, this is it. Wait, no. No, this can't be right. No. There must have been an error in the calculations. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Interesting in seeing the feedback, if you guys think this is accurate or whatever, or your opinions or thoughts on it. I'll happily discuss this in the chat or whatever, or in the next video while we wait for the game to come back. I'm sure it'll come back within probably by next week at the latest, which will be like the 24th or something maybe. I'm thinking the 20th, but maybe about 24th if they get further delays or whatever. But anyway, happy box clicking in the future.